Ho, Quizzer. This is Ultimate Quiz. Try to guess all brawlers only by the voice line. Question. Some extra levels. Smash the like button. It's Brenda's quiz. Let's have some fun. It's Russ. It's good. Yes, Shelly. Trudy.
You all for making me look good. I love that. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Chester.
All for making me look good. I love that. Teamwork makes the dream. It's Rampage. Repair, reuse, recycle.
This is Pam.
It's Rampage. Repair, reuse, recycle.
Remember, Pete, no points for second place. On card. Janet. Pete, no points for second place. On card. What is Amber's mastery title called? Hot Mess or Fire Starter? Fire Starter.
Tiki time. Invisibility. Time to brawl. Yes.
Leon.
Tiki time. Invisibility. Time to brawl.
Bat wants to play. Tough as nails, hard as a rock.
Phoebe.
Bat wants to play. Tough as nails, hard as a rock.
My claws. You'll remember this moment, but I'm a cat.
Yeah, it's Kid.
My claws. You'll remember this moment, but I'm a cat. Spooky! Spooky! Fetch! Who is frightened?
Dust.
Spooky! Spooky! Fetch! Who is frightened? I just have to do stuff. I'm so tired of winning.
Sandy.
Just have to do stuff. So tired of winning.
Guess Brawler by Swim Your Eyes Challenge. Yes, it's Godzilla Buzz. Squeak.
Every brawler at Brawl Stars has their own story to tell. From the dark and cryptic origins of Spike, to Edgar's tragic backstory, or even the real reason why Colette wears a straitjacket, there is a lot to uncover. Today, I'll dive into the unique lore of every single brawler, combining both established facts with intriguing theories to reveal deeper insights into their stories and motives. Buckle up because things are going to get creepy. The most fitting place to start is with one of the characters who have been a cornerstone of Brawl Stars from the very beginning, Shelly. Shelly is a tough sharpshooter from the Wild West. She basically serves as a protective figure in the chaotic Brawl Stars universe. She maintains both order and justice, which results in her often clashing with outlaws and mentoring newer brawlers. We saw this mentorship dynamic with Colt in Brawl Stars' first animation, No Time to Explain. Her role as the main guide in the game's tutorial right when you join highlights her position as a mentor-type figure, introducing brand new players to the mechanics and basics of Brawl Stars. This initial guidance from Shelly not only helps players get started, but also establishes her as a knowledgeable and reliable character within the game. In Shelly's brawler description, it highlights her frustration over Colt's ability to steal the limelight, emphasizing her competitive spirit and desire to be recognized for her own skills and contributions. There might be some unresolved tension between them, which may mean she's a little bit regretful of helping Colt in the first place. Speaking of Colt, he is seen as the star attraction at Star Park, mainly for his good looks and charisma, which he flaunts to the extent that he may be seen as narcissistic. He was the central figure in the No Time to Explain animation, which elevated his status in the eyes of the other brawlers. That being said, Colt isn't as perfect as he seems. During the 2020 Star Park campaign, we learn that Colt really doesn't know who he is. He might have been brainwashed to forget his past, or struggles to reconcile his current persona with his past self, finding it difficult to recognize the person he once was in old pictures or videos. Colt and Shelly's official job title within Star Park is Park Ranger, a clever play on the traditional Forest Park Rangers who were known for their distinctive hats. This title is reflected in their attire as seen in the CCTV footage, and ties into their environment known as Ranger Ranch. It's widely theorized based on compelling evidence that Colt is actually the son of Belle and Sam, though this has neither been confirmed nor denied, sort of adding to the mystery surrounding his character. However, one thing is for sure, he really wants his mom. Spike. Where do I begin with this cactus? Spike's backstory is a topic of much speculation, with two main theories circulating. The first theory stems from the Star Park CCTV campaign, where Spike is depicted rising from the dead after exposure to radioactive gems. In a moment of fear, Colt fires two shots, creating eye-shaped holes. Spike then extracts one of his spikes to carve a smiling mouth. The second theory, which I explored in a previous theory video, suggests that Spike was once part of the Spewed organization, an anti-Star Park group. This would explain why Star Corporation, fearing Spike's potential to expose them, silenced him by removing his vocal cords, rendering him unable to speak. Adding to Spike's mysterious nature is his apparent obsession with fire, suggesting a pyromaniac tendency. This is evident in his pyro-spike skin, the end of the CCTV campaign, and some community posts where he is seen stealing marshmallows and roasting them over a burning building. His list of canonical crimes includes destruction of property, theft, assault and battery, and possibly arson. In the final footage from the CCTV campaign, Spike's soul appears to detach from his physical body, releasing a poisonous green gas that spreads over the ground, adding another layer of mystery and darkness to his character. Despite Spike's appearance as a cactus, Brawl Stars has shown us that seemingly ordinary objects can harbor surprising identities, leaving open the possibility of deeper layers to Spike's trauma that we have yet to comprehend. Now, on a lighter note, Barley, initially introduced in the Star Park Investor video, was introduced to us as a robotic bartender by the name of Bartleby. He showcased a darker side where he accidentally poured a toxic drink that dissolved the host's hand, hinting at potentially hazardous abilities. In the animation Barley's Last Stand, his character exhibits a stark contrast in demeanor, shifting abruptly from a friendly persona to a short-tempered and volatile attitude. This drastic change suggests a switch-like behavior, where his mood can quickly escalate. Barley's lore portrays him as a complex character, with both dangerous capabilities and unpredictable emotions. Piper maintains a positive and cheerful demeanor, yet she harbors secrets from her past that she prefers not to discuss. What those secrets entail remains unknown at this time, but following the pattern of other characters' backstories, it's likely they are quite dark and mysterious. Despite her pleasant facade, Piper's unusual hobby of cooking explosive bombs in her kitchen suggests a more complex and potentially dangerous side to her character. Byron is flat out confirmed to be a snake oil salesman from his introductory Brawl Talk in 2020. In folklore, snake oil salesmen were known for exploiting people's hopes with the promise of miracle cures, which clearly relates back to Byron's deceptive charm and cruel nature. Byron's bandages on his fingers are confirmed to be from snake bites, indicating that he milks the snake venom himself. Furthermore, he is portrayed as a professor in the esports ad campaigns, though speculation lingers about the authenticity of his certifications, fitting his deceitful persona. His character is marked by dark undertones, evident in his menacing lines such as, "Your tears fuel my laughter," "pathetic," and "sign here with your life," showcasing a sadistic enjoyment in others' suffering. Every brawler in Brawl Stars has their own incredible story, and just like they need the right gear to shine on the battlefield, you need the best tools for your gaming experience. That is where Gear Up Booster comes in. Gear Up Booster is the ultimate tool for gamers, especially for titles like Brawl Stars and even Squad Busters. Whether you're on a smartphone or tablet, it is super easy to use. Just a few taps, and you're all set. It optimizes your device's performance, ensuring you get the smoothest gameplay with zero lag. Plus, it keeps your device cool so you can game for hours without any worries. But wait, there's more. Gear Up Booster takes your connection to the next level with adaptive intelligent routing and dual assurance mode. It automatically selects the best route from multiple configured options, ensuring your game is always running on the most stable connection. Gear Up Booster comes with customizable settings, allowing you to tweak it and optimize it according to your gaming needs. It's like having your very own gaming assistant, ensuring everything runs perfectly. Plus, it's designed with an intuitive interface, making it easy for anyone to use. If you're ready to level up your gaming experience, head over to my exclusive link below and download Gear Up Booster now. Trust me, you won't want a game without it. Alright, let's get back into the world of Brawl Stars and dive into the lore of Bo, who is the leader of the Shaman tribe and canonically Leon and Nita's stepdad. Often depicted as a seasoned warrior with strong connections to his environment, Bo resembles a Native American hunter. Despite this, he got all of his equipment from the Star Park gift shop, which hints at ties to the Star Park lore. Interestingly enough, you can hear an advertisement for his mines in an audio clip from the WKBRL stream. Additionally, Bo's character touches on deeper philosophical themes. His voice line, "There is no death, only a change in worlds," may connect to the game's respawn mechanics and theories surrounding the CCTV campaign. This suggests that Bo possesses a unique understanding of both life and death, adding a mystical element to his persona. The word shaman is directly related to the idea of fortune tellers, which connects him to the mystic trio of Sandy, Kara, and even Jean. Both shamans and fortune tellers engage in practices associated with mystical, spiritual, or supernatural elements, which highlights their subtle interrelations. Nita is depicted as a spirited young girl deeply connected to the wildlife of the Rumble Jungle. She has the remarkable ability to summon Bruce, a powerful bear manifested from her necklace, to aid her in battle. This bond with Bruce not only showcases her supernatural abilities, but also underscores her role as the protector of the jungle and its inhabitants. Nita is known for her ferocious nature, never backing down from a fight, no matter what. Her short temper and occasional bratty behavior, as seen in the Barley's Last Stand animation, adds layers to her character's personality. Nita's origins have sparked speculation and theories among fans. Some theories suggest that she could be one of the lost children of Star Park, alongside Jesse, Gus, Bonnie, and Leon, her biological brother. Nita and Leon were both spotted in the investor video, which fueled the speculation that the two individuals accompanying them on the ride could be their biological parents, who were later kidnapped by Star Park affiliates. However, the true nature of their familial connections remains open to debate within the Brawl Stars community. Leon is portrayed as Nita's biological brother and the stepson of Bo. Their intertwined storylines are evident in the CCTV campaign, where they are depicted causing havoc together without direct parental supervision. This could be linked to their speculated status as the lost children of Star Park, following the mysterious disappearance of their parents. Leon appears to seek Nita's approval and attention, a dynamic underscored by his role as the older sibling. His efforts to impress her or showcase his skills are highlighted in voice lines like,
Hey, Nita, check me out!
Next up is the Junker Trio, starting with Pam, who was originally known as Mama J. She is Jesse's biological mother and works at the junkyard. Pam's lore is intricately tied to the Star Park narrative. There is a prevailing theory that she might be a suspect in orchestrating the WKBRL stream, as her distinctive necklace was spotted on one of the radio monitors during the broadcast. This connection to the Star Park lore extends to Jessie as well. Like her mother, Jessie is exceptionally intelligent and a prodigy in creating mechanisms from junkyard parts. In the Brawl Stars universe, Jessie is portrayed as a young and seemingly innocent brawler, although she possesses considerable talent. Despite her abilities, she is often perceived as merely a child, including by her mother, Pam. Jessie's struggle with being underestimated is a recurring theme. She is portrayed as frustrated by the way other brawlers view her and is determined to prove her worth. This internal conflict is highlighted by her involvement in various Brawl Stars campaigns, including the Who Stole the Trophy event, where she was seen as an accomplice in stealing the trophy. This incident underscores her hidden, more devious side, which she keeps concealed from her mother and the Brawl Stars community. Additionally, Jessie's past recordings reveal her attempts to access the WKBRL stream room, suggesting that she might also be a suspect in its setup. As her name suggests, Nanny is, well, a nanny. She is essentially a caretaker for Jessie, even though Jessie has expressed her dissatisfaction with needing constant supervision, asserting that she can just fend for herself. Nanny is a repurposed security droid created with the sole purpose of watching over Jessie. Like Pam and Jessie, Nanny also wears the distinctive necklace, though this time it's on her wrist. This symbolic item was spotted on one of the monitors during the WKBRL stream, hinting at potential connections between Nanny, or more fittingly, the entire Junker trio, and the mysterious events surrounding Star Park. Daryl, Penny, and Tick all form a trio known as the Pirates. Daryl is the captain, sworn in by himself. Despite his intimidating appearance and powerful dual shotguns, Daryl is surprisingly lazy and often depicted as sleepy. Daryl's design includes a patch with a symbol that hints at a connection or friendship with Sandy, the mystical brawler who controls sleep and dreams. This subtle detail suggests that Daryl and Sandy share some sort of bond or connection. On the other hand, Daryl's lore implies a rivalry with Crow, one of the more sinister brawlers. The dagger lodged in Daryl's back is a telling symbol of this hostility, hinting at past conflicts or betrayals. Penny is the crazy sidekick that likes destruction and causing destruction and ignoring any and all rules. She's also best friends with Jessie, which was a relationship present in multiple community posts. Unlike Jessie, Penny is not a child and just appears younger than she really is. And Tick, he is, well, their trusty robot sidekick. As stated in his brawler description, he acts more like a pet to Penny and only really knows how to blow things up. Mortis is one of the most mysterious brawlers in the game. Confirmed to be a vampire and a mortician, for some reason he also has an implied romantic connection with Willow. He is also confirmed to be Ems's uncle, though the identity of Ems's father remains a mystery. Many have theorized that Frank might be her father, since Mortis was roommates with Frank, but nothing has been officially confirmed. Mortis is frenemies with Dynamite and seems to hold a grudge against Colt. This was depicted in a owns his own mortuary, which is the environment present within the game. That being said, his description clearly states that nobody is dying at Star Park, which might be a cover-up for Star Corporation's more sinister motives. As I have theorized in the past, perhaps nobody truly dies in Star Park due to the concept of respawn within the game, but that doesn't mean there isn't something darker at play behind the scenes. If it wasn't obvious enough, Frank was inspired by the name Frankenstein, and as previously mentioned, was Mortis's roommate. In his brawler description, it is made clear to us that he helps out at the mortuary, presumably assisting Mortis. This is intriguing because Mortis's description states that nobody dies in Star Park. So, if Frank is helping at the mortuary, it may hint at more sinister actions in play. Frank is also a DJ, and despite his tough appearance, is actually quite soft-hearted. Canonically, he works as a security guard, a fact often forgotten but confirmed in the Brawloween and Grom Brawl Talk animations, solidifying this aspect of his lore. Frank's character draws heavily from the folklore of Frankenstein's monster, who is known for his imposing presence yet struggle to communicate, often mumbling or being unable to speak. Similarly, Frank can barely utter a word, which kind of reinforces this inspiration. In Brawl Stars, Ems is depicted as a zombie. She has the characteristic look of a zombie with her pale skin, stitches, and an outfit that resembles a trendy undead fashionista. She is also confirmed to be assisting Mortis in the mortuary, but doesn't contribute much. Her name, Ems, is actually an acronym standing for Emo Mummy Zombie, which encapsulates her unique style and character. Emo refers to her emotional and somewhat rebellious personality, often reflected in her fashion and attitude. Mummy hints at her wrapped appearance, reminiscent of ancient mummies, while zombie indicates her undead nature. Mortis being Ems's uncle establishes her as Mortis's niece, which adds an interesting family related connection to the game. She aspires to be a social media star and has a crush on Poco, which was hinted at by their shared undead nature and a picture of him on her phone. Mortis, Frank, and Ems all make up the undead trio in Brawl Stars. However, I do believe there are other brawlers out there that kind of fit in this theme, but might not flat out be members of the group. Dynamite is an old miner and prospector who has developed an obsession with explosives. He uses a canary to detect toxic gas, a genuine historical practice, where miners employed canaries as early warning systems for dangerous gases like carbon monoxide. In one of his old descriptions, it states that he was lost down a mine for many years. Though now that it's been completely stricken from the record, it's unclear whether this is fact or fiction, along with the rest of the brawler summaries. The evolving nature of brawler descriptions in Brawl Stars adds to this uncertainty, with many characters having different backstories and abilities during the beta phase from what they do now. In the CCTV campaign, Dynamite was among the first to be exposed to the gems, which sparked his fascination with them. He also showcased the concept of respawn after being blasted by Shelly and emerging unharmed, likely due to his exposure to the gems. His full name might be Dynamichael, as suggested by an official Brawl Stars post featuring Mortis. However, this could either be a playful nod to a meme or a deeper element in Dynamite's lore. Jackie is known for her foul-mouthed, rude demeanor and her dislike of Carl, whom she finds annoying. Something that many of us might agree with. I mean, come on, Carl sucks. Luckily, much of her colorful language is drowned out by the loud sound of her jackhammer, which is very much intentional. As seen in the investor video, she is shown drilling away in the mines. Her unhinged and rude behavior is evident from various timecode clips in the CCTV campaign, including a moment where she laughs at someone in distress, which further highlights her toxic nature. Carl is a nerd. Carl's lore reveals that he has a strong dislike for Jackie, whom he finds loud and obnoxious. As a geologist and mining robot, Carl shares Dynamite's obsession with gems, though his own interest in them is probably more for educational reasons than actual unhinged addiction like Dynamite. Despite not appearing in the CCTV campaign or showing any direct effects from the gems, Carl's brawler description indicates a deep fascination with their impact. This has led to speculation that Dynamite might have exposed him to the gems, though this remains a theory. Bull's lore is deeply connected to the Star Park CCTV campaign, hinting at his origins being tied to the park's mysterious events. Originally, Bull was seen running a diner with a carefree attitude. However, his exposure to the gems appears to have had a profound and rather corrupting effect on him. His brawler description notes that Bull isn't as carefree as he once was in his youth, which likely refers to his time as the diner's bartender. Since coming into contact with the gems, Bull's entire demeanor has shifted drastically. Known for his toughness, Bull's character was inspired by the concept of, you guessed it, Bull, which is further exemplified by his voice line like Bulldozer. The lore surrounding Bibi is quite straightforward. She is known as a tough brawler, but her brawler description reveals that she is secretly a nerd, hiding this aspect of her personality behind her tough exterior and demeanor. An interesting detail is that her bat's expression changes from angry to content, aligning with Bibi's own mood in her animations. When Bibi is mad, her bat looks fierce, and when she's calm, it also appears more calm. Similarly, this emotional expressiveness is reminiscent of Gus's balloon, which also displays facial reactions. This detail, while subtle, suggests that these items might not just be inanimate objects, but rather possess a deeper, more sentient quality. Crow's lore is actually quite intriguing. He started out as an ordinary crow, but the gems transformed him into his current anthropomorphic form, a transformation that was captured in the CCTV footage. His jacket, acquired through theft, hints at a backstory beyond his present persona. The symbol on the jacket might reference past lore involving Kit, or could be a result of retconning. Notably, the jacket symbol closely resembles Kit's Billy the Kid skin, with the crossed out eye matching Kit's eye patch, possibly indicating a past conflict or connection between them. In addition, the investor video features Crow alongside two other birds resembling Bo and Mr. P, although this connection might also be subject to change. Despite being part of the Retropolis trio, Crow remains highly secretive and tends to keep to himself. El Primo is a Mexican wrestler who performs at the Bandstand, Pogo's Bandstand to be exact. For the most part, he keeps his identity well hidden. However, we did almost get a face reveal in the Mystery at the Hub animation, where an individual with a pixelated brownish head and a brown mustache is the closest we've ever come to discovering his true identity. Pogo is a mariachi musician with an intense passion for music, although his playing is so bad that it physically hurts those who hear it. His origins trace back to the CCTV campaign, where we saw Leon drop gems on the ground. At that time, Pogo his eyes off of it. This seemingly caused his skin to begin melting, transforming him into the mariachi we know today. Amber is the fire entertainer at Poco's Bandstand. Both clumsy and overconfident, she has the tendency to burn everything she touches, including herself. Hints of her existence trace back to the WKBRL stream, where the sound of fire was heard just before her release in October of 2020.
We already told you. This is normal.
8-Bit's backstory is one of the creepiest in the entire game. Canonically, he is a patient in a mental asylum. Patient number 8, as referenced in WKBRL audio and supported by developer tweets calling him a nutcase and unhinged.
Patient numéro 8. Tu es né à des délires mégalomaniaques.
He played a significant role in the lore throughout 2020, notably through the Project Laser minigame, which became accessible by clicking on him 8 times. This minigame transported players into 8-Bit's internal memory files, revealing both disturbing and cryptic details about his past and future. The game provided further context on who 8-Bit truly is, the trauma he endured, and how he came to be today. On completing the minigame, players were informed that delving into 8-Bit's core memories resulted in his destruction, but paradoxically, his liberation. This hinted at the idea that 8-Bit was under the control of another power. Now, fast forward to 2023, the CCTV campaign provided more potential context about this mysterious power. In the footage dated 24/11/95, 12/02/25, we witnessed Dynamite placing gems on top of 8-Bit, seemingly awakening his true form. The gems, which appeared to free him, could signify 8-Bit coming under the influence of a new, highly radioactive power. In this recording, 8-Bit was missing one of his game controls, the Player 1 controller, which is also missing in-game and mentioned in his brawler description. This missing Player 1 could symbolize us, the players. One of 8-Bit's voice lines, Player 1, get ready, directly addresses us, implying that we are Player 1 and we are in control of him. Even with all of this information, the depths of 8-Bit's trauma remain unknown, but rest assured, his story continues to unfold. Although Brock is part of the same trio as 8-Bit, his lore is relatively minimal compared to the deep and intricate story of 8-Bit. From his description, we know that Brock is a video game enthusiast and secretly introverted, despite his outgoing and flashy persona in-game. He is known for his love of pyrotechnics, often launching rockets with explosive results. Brock's passion for video games connects him to 8-Bit, but beyond his interests and personality, not much more is revealed about his backstory. Rico is a character shrouded in sort of a playful mystery. Originally a pool bot by the name of Ricochet, he later transformed into a gumball machine that somehow came to life, most likely from exposure to the gems, as that seems to be the main cause of many transformations within the game. Rico often tries to mimic the boss bot, which is why he describes himself as a, in quotations, totally real space bounty hunter. His quirky and eccentric nature is complemented by his fascination with Piper, hinting at a possible relationship between the two. Several instances, such as the Sugar and Spice animation, show Piper reciprocating his affection, highlighting the chemistry between the two. Griff is definitely a human, as evidenced by the glove on his left hand with one of the fingers ripped, revealing a human finger. He also wears a cash register on his head, though it's unclear whether or not he chooses to wear it willingly or if it's more permanently attached. He is characterized by extreme greed and stinginess, always striving to appear rich and successful, despite only owning one business, the failing Star Park gift shop. Griff emphasizes the idea of cash-only transactions to avoid bank traceability, and as his description states, he is never around when the bank calls, likely due to massive debt from his failing business or bills he's been avoiding entirely. This suggests that the bank is after him for certain actions he's committed. Griff is obsessed with money and embodies the sin of greed all too well. In a nutshell, Colette is crazy. She has an almost ghostly appearance with a pale complexion reminiscent of Gus, who is highly speculated to be a ghost. Colette wears a straitjacket due to her severe OCD and is obsessively fixated on all the brawlers in the game, to the point of madness and losing touch with reality. Her sole purpose seems to be collecting items or objects relating to every brawler in the game for her scrapbook. It's possible that she harmed someone in the past, possibly a brawler that she was obsessed with, leading to her being confined in a straitjacket. Edgar has a known crush on Ems, as seen in a past Brawl Stars post where he was making a heart with his scarf. Canonically speaking, he has a mother figure in his life who believes he is just going through a phase, though her identity remains a mystery. Edgar's backstory hints at further trauma that has left him with a darkness that will never leave his soul. In another Brawl Stars post, an X-ray revealed that Edgar's scarf is more than just an accessory. It consists of 2 additional limbs. This could explain why he warns others not to touch the scarf, as it is intrinsically connected to him. Tara is confirmed to be Sandy's sister, and her character draws inspiration from tarot cards, which are often associated with fortune tellers or shamans. This connection hints at a possible link to the shaman trio, as mentioned earlier. Tara's lore is deeply intertwined with some of the theories surrounding Star Park. Her third eye is a literal representation of the metaphorical concept of heightened awareness, an ability to perceive things beyond ordinary sight, often associated with spiritual insight. This suggests that Tara has access to deeper mystical knowledge within the game's universe. The shades in her kit, typically seen as souls of the dead in various mythologies, further emphasize her connection to the spiritual realm. These shades could represent the remnants of lost souls within Star Park, trapped for eternity. Additionally, Tara's ability to create black holes is significant because black holes are often linked to time travel in theories relating to Star Park. This suggests that Tara's powers might influence the fabric of space and time, tying her abilities to the park's hidden themes. This aspect of her character makes her central to the deeper mysteries of Star Park, hinting at her potential role in the manipulation of time. Sandy is inspired by the Sandman, a mythical figure linked to the concept of sleep and dreams. He is technically narcoleptic, which aligns with his dreamlike and drowsy persona in the game. Tara and Sandy are in a way opposites. Tara embodies the idea of having your third eye open, symbolizing awareness and insight, while Sandy represents closing your eyes and retreating into sleep and dreams. The significance of this contrast lies in their roles as siblings within the Mystic Trio. Their opposing themes symbolize the balance between consciousness and unconsciousness, awareness and dreams. While Tara seeks to reveal hidden truths, Sandy's influence draws one into the mysterious, dreamlike state of the unknown. Gene's brawler description states that most people see him as yet another mascot of Star Park. His silly appearance is in stark contrast to his lore, in which he exhibits characteristics of dissociative identity disorder. The term disassociate means to separate or disconnect, which aligns with the nature of this disorder, where individuals experience multiple distinct personalities, known as alters. Each alter may have different behaviors, memories, thought patterns, or expressions, which might explain why Gene talks gibberish. It could possibly reflect one of his distinctive personalities. His brawler description notes that his personality is split between his body and his teapot, which further proves this theory. The trio of Tara, Sandy, and Jean draws heavily from astrology and mysticism. Jean is symbolically linked to the moon, while Sandy and Tara are associated with the stars. Surge's face features the signature stylized outlet seen on both 8-Bit and his own back, which is why he is called a Surge Protector, a title that serves as both a clever pun and a fitting description. He is likely a drink vending machine brought to life, though he resembles more of a toaster. In the Summer of Monsters animation, Surge is depicted as very massive, yet he appears quite small in the game. This could be due to his upgrading abilities. His voice line suggests that the more Surge upgrades, the stronger and larger he becomes. This implies that while Surge is intended to be portrayed as much bigger in the lore, his in-game size may not fully reflect this. That or the puzzle pieces might not fit together as intended. Max is one of the few brawlers who doesn't derive her power from the gems, but rather from her energy drinks, which are likely radioactive. It's worth noting that she does have a heart monitor, suggesting that she may have heart problems due to excessive consumption of these drinks. Meg is the true behind-the-scenes worker for the superhero trio, responsible for repairing all the vending machines around Star Park. Although she appears quite young, she is actually in her early 20s. This was confirmed to us by Paul, who was a former Brawl Stars designer. Meg desires to be a hero's sidekick, but Max won't let her join in on the action. To be honest, this creates a bit of confusion because, as Brawl Talk suggested, she wants to get involved in the battles, while her current description portrays her as content working behind the scenes. The latest update seems to align her more with the girl in the chair trope, focusing on her support role rather than direct combat. Despite his appearance, Mr. P is not a penguin, as shown by the zipper and the tape holding his suit closed. This confirms that he is human, making his gibberish voice seem sort of out of character. However, he might be doing this purposely to hide his true identity. Mr. P is known for relentlessly bossing around his employees at the Snowtel he manages. His real name, Corbin Pelto, was revealed on a Snowtel welcome card received by Lex, which was signed by the manager. Strict and widely disliked, Mr. P might even have a darker side. The penguin plushie on the StarPark.biz website has a caption reading "Bird Not Clean," likely referring to what it represents rather than its physical state. Gale is far too old for his line of work and should have been replaced by a robot long ago, yet it's unclear why Mr. P keeps him around. He uses his snowblower to clean around the Snowtel, showing such dedication that he continues working even when guests are present. An individual resembling Gale appears in the investor video, seemingly urging viewers to stay away and leave when the video is reversed. Even though he appears to be welcoming us when the video is played forward, his facial expressions definitely suggest otherwise. During the peak of the lore in 2020, many theories proposed that Gale was the monologuer on the WKBRL stream, a topic that is still debated to this day. Some speculate that it might be Dynamite, or even someone unrelated to any brawler in the game.